too.
Hi, I'm Andria Thompson, Soulful Image Magazine, our fashion segment. And I'm sitting here this evening with the lovely Stephanie Joseph. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. So Stephanie's going to tell us a little bit about thrifting today. But we're going to, before we do that, just ask you a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, a recent graduate, just graduated actually today from travel and tourism.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Also a mother of 3 children, 2 girls and 1 boy, and I'm also the founder, co-producer of the Toronto Natural Hair and Beauty Show, and I'm the founder and producer of the Sisterhood Expo.
Wow, a woman of many hats.
Yes.
Awesome, I congratulate you, salute you for that.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. Can you tell us a little bit about Thrift Vogue? What inspired you to start this line?
All right, so Thrift Vogue started when I decided, look, I don't have no money to spend on clothes. I love fashion, I love dressing up, and I just didn't want to spend a lot of money on clothes, so I started thrifting. Actually, I started thrifting about 20 years ago. But not telling anyone that I was doing it. I would secretly do it on the side, and then if anyone asked me where I got my clothes from, I would just say who the designer was. So say, for example, you're like, oh, I love your top, where'd you get it from? If it said Gap, I'm like, oh, it's from the Gap. So technically I'm not lying.
Because it is from the Gap. There you go, exactly.
And so moving fast forward, I started Thrift Vogue, like I said, just to encourage other women and men that you can look good for less. And I just said, I'm going to thrift and I'm going to Vogue and work it like it's nobody's business.
And you did an awesome job.
Thank you.
Awesome job. And it's so good in our times now, economically. It's really cost effective, isn't it?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Exactly. So let me ask you, as a thrifter, can you tell us about the process? Like, how would you, go through the stuff? Do you have to sit there the whole entire day just to get one good deal?
Yes and no. Lately what I've been doing is I only shop on sale days. So I stretch my dollar even further that way. So I usually go if I know it's, like for example, I missed this one, but today was Salvation Army had $2 sale. So I go and I'd say I'm going to be there for an hour or 2 hours. It does take some time and some patience. It's not like going to any other store and they have 10 of the same things and you're more than likely going to find your size. So
that's very good. Yeah. It's very good. And it's also helped for our community as well, right?
Definitely. It's a great way to give back to not only to charities, but also for the community and for the environment, just recycling clothes.
Excellent. Yeah. So is thrifting only for, say, what sort of people would thrift?
Anybody and everybody. You'd be surprised. I've met a lot of doctors, a few lawyers, people that I never even thought thrifted. They seem very, again, it's stereotyping, but very she, poo-poo up there, and you'd never know. They'd always look dressed so well. And finding out, I'm like, oh, so this is where you get your clothes. So there's a lot of stereotypes, thinking that it's only people that don't have money. As a matter of fact, I find that the people that really don't have money are the ones that spend more on clothes. So for example, like a lot of the young people or young parents, I see them spend their money on buying kids Jordans and stuff like that. I'm like, you don't really have that money. But anyways, that's none of my business. But, maybe they do, but you can find, really stretch your dollar thrifting.
Right, that's awesome. Well, just wrapping up, is there anything you'd like to maybe share with somebody who's getting into thrifting or who maybe, kind of scared and doesn't want to kind of maybe go to the store and kind of hide, Is there anything you'd want to share with them?
For a novice thrifter, I would say definitely pack some patience. It does take some time. A lot of people often ask me, oh, I see you put your clothes so well together. Where'd you find this? Where'd you find that? It takes time to build a wardrobe. Also, go with a plan. Definitely go with a plan if you're looking for maybe fall's coming up. So a nice light jacket, you want to put that in your list, a blazer, a pair of black trousers, or whatever color for the fall that you can wear. What else is there? So I said pack some patience, work on this, go on the sale days, because you can really stretch your dollar a lot further. And a lot of people don't know this, but there's actually a place where you can buy your clothes by the pound, which is where I shop. Well, now it's going to be out there, but it's called Goodwill by the pound, and they actually weigh your clothes. So if you're like a germaphobe, I wouldn't advise anyone to go there because you're really kind of like dumpster diving. So all the clothes that Goodwill doesn't sell at the regular source, it gets sent to the outlet. And so, like for example, I bought this there, and this cost me less than $2 because it gets weighed by the pound. It's $2.50 per pound.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So
That's awesome. So where can people find you?
you can find me on Facebook at Thrift Vogue, and also on Instagram at Thrift Vogue.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It was great talking to you. Such a pleasure.
Thank you.
This is Andria Thompson for Soulful Image Magazine, and I encourage you to check out the new issue coming out and be blessed.